This is Josh Taylor and you're watching Boxing Social.
This is Rob Tebbutt for Boxing Social. I'm delighted to be joined once again by Shane McGuigan. We're here today at the Josh Taylor-Victor Postol press conference in Glasgow. How are you, Shane?
Good, thank you. Yeah, nice, respectful press conference. Both here to do business.
Let's just touch upon that, because when we sat down yesterday, you said that, in the past, Josh has, been really revved up for like the O'Hara Davis fight. This is a slightly different vibe to that. Is there any concerns of you over his mental state of getting him up for a fight like this?
No, I just believe the pressure that's on the line, with that world title fight around the corner. There's lots of other opportunities out there as well. So Josh is up there. He's up for the fight. He's buzzing for it. It's just, Postol's he's one of these seasoned campaigners that, he still wants to take your head off. It's just he's not going to go out there screaming and shouting about it. But it's going to be a really respectful fight early. I think they both really respect each other's ability. It's just just making sure that he can start going through the gears.
What are the plans now between now and fight night for Josh?
Well, we're going to do a little session tonight, make sure his weight's good, and then weigh in tomorrow, rehydrate and make sure he's chilled, relaxed. He stays at home on tonight, but then on Friday night he'll stay at the hotel, and then it's just it's go time.
On the verge of a world title shot, as you say, he's fighting at the SSE Hydro, big crowd expected, raucous atmosphere. How much of that is going to be of an influence to Josh Taylor, and how much of that do you think may affect Victor Postol?
I don't think it's going to affect him. He's boxed against Crawford. He's boxed at top level. He's just one of these guys. Like he's a proper serious fighter, and he's been there, seen it, done it. This is just another fight for him. It's going to definitely give Josh a couple of extra percent, having that home support, but I don't feel it's going to take a lot from Postol. Postol knows what the task at hand, and for him it's the last chance saloon at 140 pounds. But it's a statement fight for us, and we need to go out there, win it, and win it well, and sort of let everyone sit back, take note of Josh Taylor, because he's got all the ability. But let's just go and get the scalp.
And just finally, some murmurs around about Victor Postol's weight. Obviously, he's 34 years old now. You're somebody who knows the physiology of the body better than most people. When it gets to that stage of a fighter's career, are the weight cuts more difficult? Is it more difficult to rehydrate and ultimately keep your strength? And do you feel like that may be a factor on Saturday night?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, a man fulfills his potential at 28, 30. But then, once you get a few years into that, once you're 30, 32, 33, 34, you do start dipping. And weight, one of the things, he naturally looks very light, but it's holding the weight, and it's being able to train at it and being able to recover. Recovery is key. And, you have to learn how to adapt your training sessions as you get older. With Josh, he's fine. He's in the thick of it. He's throw him into a hard session, and the next day he's recovered. And I just believe Postol, from the check weights he looks good, and from looking at him he looks like he's naturally quite lean. He looks like he's in great shape, but whether his training's been at that right intensity, I don't know. But we're preparing for the best guy out there. We're preparing for the 2014, 2015 Victor Postol, and that's what we got in our head. We don't really care about how he's making the weight and how he gets on the scales and rehydrates. And it's just up to Josh Taylor now, just his mindset, prepare for the best Victor Postol, and get the win.
And just lastly, a word on Lee McGregor and Chantelle Cameron, two other fighters that are on the bill. As I understand it, Chantelle Cameron now has an opponent confirmed for the weekend. Could you just tell us a little bit about that?
Yep, she's got an opponent that's just fought for the WBC title in her last fight. She's had quite a few losses, but never been stopped. And it's a bit of a strange one, it's a bit of a unfortunate one for Chantelle. We were preparing for two different separate opponents, but this is boxing. Luckily for us as a promotion, it's not the main event like it was the last time, and we just got to go out there and adapt. Chantelle's she's sparring guys. She spars a different mix of styles all the time in the gym. So I'm not really phased by that for her. Good thing is she's weighing in at 135 pounds, and she's got an opponent that's awkward and tricky, and it's going to have to make her think a little bit. Going to Lee McGregor, first title fight. We've pushed him on really, really quickly. But as I said, yesterday in the interview, it's hard. Like there's no real. If you go to a welterweight division, there's hundreds of welterweights in the UK. If you go to the bantamweight division, there's a quarter of that. So we just need to go and push him on. There's no point, for me and him to be going through training camps for a blowout job of 1 or 2 rounds. It means nothing. We need to test him a little bit. I believe this opponent's going to bring him 4, 5, 6 rounds maybe, scheduled for 10. And if it goes 8, 9, 10, I know he's got the engine to do it because he's very, very mature head on his shoulders. He's got a great head on his shoulders. Never really, even on a tired day, he's still relaxed and calm. And he's a really good fighter. So I'm looking forward to Lee McGregor's progression because he can really, really fight.
As am I. Okay, well, Shane, thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social. Won't keep you too long because we did an awfully long interview yesterday.
Still recovering.
It's still recovering. Yeah, thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social. Look forward to catching up with you soon.
Cheers, Rob. Thank you very much.